Alrighty, it is week 5 for the Washington football team, and they are set to host the New Orleans Saints this Sunday. YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here with another Washington football team video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with my Washington football team versus New Orleans Saints week 5 preview. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington football team. Let's get straight into today's video. Before we get into it, I want to go over both teams' injury report, starting with the visiting team, the New Orleans Saints. They're relatively healthy. They're missing Eric McCoy, who didn't practice, and then Teron Armstead, who didn't practice, and then Marshawn Lattimore, who was full yesterday. And their injury report for today hasn't came out, but I expect it to look exactly how it did yesterday. So they're relatively healthy. Us, on the other hand, we're missing a lot of key players. De'Ami Brown didn't practice today once again. Curtis Samuel didn't practice again today once again. Cam Sims didn't practice again today, and also Brandon Sheriff didn't practice. But we expect Brandon Sheriff to be out because he is dealing with the MCL sprain for the next 2 to 3 weeks. So I don't even know why he's still on this list. But getting into some of the players that were limited today in practice: Antonio Gibson, running back, dealing with the shin. Cole Holcomb dealing with the shoulder. Defensive tackle Jonathan Allen dealing with the knee. Safety DeShazer Everett dealing with the knee. Defensive tackle Matt is dealing with the knee. They were limited, and everybody else was full. So again, that is not really good from the wide receiver standpoint of things, because for the second straight day, Curtis Samuel and De'Ami Brown and Cam Sims did not practice. And I'm really more concerned with Curtis Samuel because we thought he was going to be ready, and he may have retweaked that groin injury after playing. And yeah, man, it sucks. And hopefully we can see some sort of sign tomorrow with maybe a limited showing from Curtis Samuel that gives us some type of hope of him playing this Sunday. But again, he didn't practice yesterday or today, and maybe he isn't ready, and that sucks because I really want to see Curtis Samuel on this offense, and he looked really good in the limited showing that he had Sunday. Like again, everyone else is full though. So moving on into this preview video, Washington, New Orleans. I'll be honest, man. When I made my prediction video last month before the season started, I said the Washington football team was going to win this game. Jameis Winston is their new quarterback, and I really didn't have any faith in him. But you fast forward a month into the season, he hasn't blown the doors off by any means. But with Washington dealing with all these injuries, and with the Saints losing to the New York Giants in the way they did, I'm not confident in this game how I was before the season started. I'll be 100% honest with you. Again, all the injuries we have at the key position, the wide receiver position, missing 3 of our top wide receivers. It sucks. And you look at the New Orleans Saints, they follow up a loss with the win, and we follow up a win with the loss. So hopefully we can continue to follow up a win with the win, and they continue to follow up a loss with the loss. But that isn't how history's been working this season. So I'm pretty nervous. I'll be 100% honest with you, and I really don't feel too confident about that win or about this game. And the reason for that is because we don't have all of the weapons that we need. Logan Thomas on IR, Curtis Samuel dealing with the groin still, De'Ami Brown out, Cam Sims out, and Brandon Sheriff out. It's going to be tough, man, and this defense is already not playing the way we expected it to be playing. It sucks, man, but hopefully I am wrong with my prediction, and hopefully it's some reverse psychology stuff that will work. Hopefully we can win this game. Hopefully we have a big game from Taylor Heineke and Terry McLaurin, because we're going to be depending heavily on Terry McLaurin, even more than we normally do, because of the absence of Logan Thomas and possibly De'Ami Brown, who I don't expect to play, and Curtis Samuel, who is still up in the air. Adam Humphries, his role is going to have to increase. Got to see more out of DeAndre Carter. We might call up Dax Milne or something like that, or Antonio Gandy Golden or Kelvin Harmon. We have to call up somebody. You know what I'm saying? We can't just go in there with DeAndre Carter and Adam Humphries and Terry McLaurin. You know, Ricky Seals-Jones, we need a big day from him. We need a big day from these running backs and Antonio Gibson and J.D. McKissick. And I want to see more of Jared Patterson, especially with Antonio Gibson dealing with that shin injury. I need to see more of 32 on the field. I want us to use all of our weapons to our advantage, especially J.D. McKissick. I want to see him be more involved in the passing game. He's the reason we won that game last week, him and Taylor Heineke connecting for the game-winning touchdown, essentially. So I want to see you split more of JD out wide, especially missing all these wide receivers. I expect JD to be more involved in the passing game. So I want to see this offense and see how it moves. I want to see this depth, because this depth is going to be tested early and often, especially with missing two of our starters really at the wide receiver position in Curtis Samuel and De'Ami Brown. I want to see DeAndre Carter get more acclimated in this passing game. We saw what he did last week in his 19-yard, I want to say 15 or 19-yard reception across the middle of the field to Heineke connected with him, so he can catch the ball and he can run. Obviously, we know that from the kick return. All three phases of this team's gonna have to show up this Sunday if we want a chance to win. Flipping sides to the Saints' offense to our defense, their offense is not that good. Outside of Alvin Kamara and Taysom Hill, they don't really have that many weapons. They have Marquise Callaway, who was really, really good. It's been a deep threat for Jameis Winston. He scares me a little bit, especially how that secondary has been miscommunicating and allowing deep balls, i.e. the one against the Giants and Darius Slayton. Just because he dropped it doesn't mean it doesn't concern me. Then last week versus the Falcons, Cordell Patterson wide open to over top. And we need some better communication, because if that doesn't happen, Jameis Winston's going to have not one, but probably 2 to 3 deep balls with Marquise Callaway this Sunday, because he is a burner. So we need to get that tightened up. Outside of that, they really don't have any weapons that scare me. You know what I'm saying? The only weapons that they have, again, is Taysom Hill, Alvin Kamara, but that doesn't mean that they can't win with those two and those two only, because they are versatile, dynamic players. Taysom Hill, obviously, we know he can run, catch, and he can throw the ball. Alvin Kamara, he can run the ball out the backfield, he can catch out the backfield, he can line up and slot. So just because they have their two main weapons in Taysom Hill and Alvin Kamara doesn't mean they cannot win that game single-handedly, because they can't. But now, their X factor to winning that game is Jameis Winston. If our defense, Chase Young, Montez Sweat, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen, I let him settle. If we can all step up and get pressure on Jameis Winston, it can be a long day for Jameis. Don't forget, this is a guy who threw 90 interceptions over the course of his NFL career. This is a guy that threw 30 interceptions in one season. So don't let this guy fool you. Don't let Jameis fool you. It's still the same Jameis Winston. If he gets flustered, if he gets scared, he's going to throw an interception. He's going to cough it up. If we get a hit on Jameis Winston, go for the ball. He is going to turn it over. We need to force some turnovers against Jameis Winston. We have not forced a turnover, I want to say, all year. Maybe outside of the Chargers game was the only time where we really forced a turnover for real. Other than that, we've been empty as far as the turnover department. So I need turnovers. I need a forced fumble by this defensive line. I need the secondary to bait Jameis Winston into some throws, because he wants to take the top off of this defense. That's just Jameis Winston's, that's his play style. He wants to be a gunslinger, so we need to get pressure on Jameis Winston. But this game scares me, man, because again, all of these injuries, it really deflated my confidence in this game, because again, last month I had us winning this game, but again, all the injuries, man, and with the Saints coming off of that loss versus the Giants, it scares me, man, because again, I want to continue to stress this. We haven't been good coming off of wins. They've been good coming off of a loss, essentially is what I'm trying to say here. So if the Saints are normally following up a loss with a win, and we're following up a win with a loss, that's not good for us. But hopefully we can, follow up a win with a win, and we can build some consistency and some sustainable winning as we head to the toughest stretch of our schedule, with having the Chiefs, with having the Packers, with having the Broncos, with having the Bucks coming out of the bye. This is about to be our toughest stretch of this year, schedule-wise. So we need this win, and we need this win badly. You know what I'm saying? But however, I don't know if we get it. I'll be 100% honest with you, man. I keep harping back to these injuries, because these are going to play a big role in this game this Sunday. Without Logan Thomas, with the possibility of being without Cam Sims, Curtis Samuel, and De'Ami Brown, it's tough. It's going to be a very tough task. Can we win? Hell yeah, we can win. Do I think we win? No, I don't. I'll be 100% honest with you, because, again, injuries. Giants beat the New Orleans Saints. They normally follow up a loss with a win. We win, and we never follow up a win with a good performance again. But by any means, is the Saints the Buffalo Bills? No, they're not. But again, we don't follow up a win with a good performance the following week. Hopefully that could change this Sunday. And not to mention, this defense has been terrible. They don't give me no confidence in being able to stop Taysom Hill, to being able to stop Alvin Kamara, to being able to stop Marquise Callaway. You know what I'm saying? So, just glad Michael Thomas isn't playing in this game, because he would be tearing us to shreds if he did play in this game. So that is a plus for us, and the defense dodging a bullet. But again, this defense scares me, man. It's been terrible to start off the year, so I have no faith in us being able to stop Taysom Hill. If you look at the game versus the Giants last week, Taysom Hill literally carried 5 Giants into the end zone. So we have to be ready for a designed run, for you know, some type of trick plays with Taysom Hill throwing the ball deep. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be running the hell out of that ball this Sunday, so we have to be ready. We have to be ready for Taysom Hill, man, and I don't know if we are. I'll be 100% honest with you, man. I'll be 100% honest with you. We're going to be seeing a lot of Khalil Hudson. We're going to be seeing a lot of Jamin Davis this Sunday, so hopefully those guys could be ready at the linebacker position. My concern with this defense is not so much the defensive line, although the defensive line hasn't lived up to expectation. My concern relies in that secondary. Bobby McCain, William Jackson, Kendall Fuller. What are we doing here, guys? We have to get it together. That secondary is supposed to be improved. That secondary is supposed to be really, really good. Not to mention we have 2 corners making a buttload of money over there, so we need them to be shutting down these receivers, man, and they have not been doing that. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully this can change, and hopefully I'm wrong about my prediction, but as you guys know, I changed my prediction from a month ago. A month ago, I had us win this game, but a month ago, I didn't know this defense was going to be as bad as it was. A month ago, I didn't know we were going to be hammered by injuries the way we are now currently. So again, there you have it. I had the Washington football team losing this game. Hopefully I am wrong. I do not want to be more wrong than what I hope to be this Sunday, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I hope to be wrong. Let me put it that way. I hope to be wrong about my prediction. I hope the Washington football team wins this game, because I really, really want to win this game heading into the tough stretch of this season and of the part of this schedule. But right now, I don't know if we can do it. So yeah, man, there you have it. It's me, Juan Gotti. That is my preview for this Sunday versus the New Orleans Saints. Honestly, put your preview down below in this comment section. I will be reading each and every comment. As always, it's me, Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out. Peace. Cost me one time, that's gonna get you pop. Get you pop, get you drop. Slide on the one way that get you boxed on. I ain't stopping till I get me